guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be focusing on what I did for my makeup on New Year's. So I started off by prepping my face with a moisturizer. Next, I took a setting spray and sprayed it all over my face just to add a more dewy look and to help prime my face for later on. And I also took a EOS lip balm in mint because that is my absolute favorite. So then I just took a BB cream and actually a liquid highlighter, and I just put it on the highest points on my face and everything all over basically. And then I took the BB cream on the places where I wanted the most coverage, and then I started on the center of the face with my beauty blender and just blended outwards. I really wanted this makeup to be more light and hydrating and also fresh. I wanted my skin to look really fresh, so I wanted that luminosity, but with being able to keep my oils in, because I do have somewhat oily skin, but since it's winter at the time of filming this video, I really wanted to keep that hydration as well. So don't forget to blend down onto your neck as well with whatever color of foundation you are using. So then I took a more orangey shade but creamy concealer, and I just precisely put it right under my under eye bags where I have slight discoloration under my eyes. I also put it around my nose and just any problem areas I had around my face, just to get rid of the redness or the discoloration. I find using my fingertips the best way to blend out these kinds of concealers because it really puts it into your skin. So next, I took a lighter creamy concealer and I just put it on top of that more color correcting concealer under my eyes. And the reason I'm doing this is because I really want to highlight it and brighten it, and I want to look fresh. So then I'm putting just a little bit of powder under my eyes in that specific area just to bake. And I also put it under my contour area on my jawline, just to carve that out for later and have it bake for a lighter and more precise contour. So then I'm doing my eyebrows, and I took an angled brush and I took a color that suited my eyebrow, and then I just outlined it. And it's not that important to be super precise because we're going to clean it up with concealer later, but we really want a soft and natural appearance, so I prefer powders for this application. So next I took the same brush I used for concealer, and I just used the lighter concealer and I carved out my eyebrows. I found it's very important to make it more natural to actually start not right at the beginning of the eyebrow, but at least a quarter outwards, and then blend inwards towards it with your finger. You'll watch me do it in a little bit, but I just find it makes it look less sharp of a different coloration from light to dark, and it looks more natural overall. We're also going to be using this as our eyelid primer for our eyeshadows. So then I took a big fluffy brush, and then I'm taking the Covergirl Roses palette, and it doesn't really matter what palettes you're using, it just matters the colors, so I'll just describe the colors from now on. So I'm using a light shade of pink, and I'm just using that to highlight my brow bone and set a base to set the concealer up there. And then I'm going to be using a pale yellow, and I'm going to be using that as my first transition color. Now taking a more domed blending brush, I'm going to take a neon yellow. and I'm just going to apply that into the crease, focusing most of the pigmentation on the outer corner. Going back into that lighter color with the same brush, I just blended it out. Now taking this hard candy, I'm going to be taking a sponge applicator that actually comes with it and dampening it, and then I'm going to be taking this beautiful gold shade as a base. Now, I find the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because you can really carve it out, but also because you can get the best pigmentation with it. And with these shadows, I felt I really needed to work with them sometimes to get the best pigmentation. So I felt that I needed more depth, so I went back in with that deeper but neon shade of yellow. Now I took the silver shade on the other side and I just put it into that inner corner. Now I made this palette, but with the focus of this eye, you can just leave it as it is if you wanted to, but I really wanted to amplify this look and go out there for it. So I took a gold holographic glitter and I just pressed it on with the applicator as well. And then I'm gonna actually tap it in with my fingers later on once I have it applied, just to fully get it to stick to my eyelid. You don't have to do this step, you can do any simple gold glitter if you really wanted to. So I did the other eye off of camera, and then I'm dusting off the under eyes with the powder and just powdering any places on my face that I usually get oily. You really want to be sparing with the powder. Now I'm taking a more domed powder brush and I'm using it for contour, and I just took another random drugstore palette that I had. Everything will be in the description bar below that I used in this if you want to use everything that I used. So then I took the hard candy and I sprayed my face so that I was able to use my sleek palette, and I just took that to make a more champagne highlight. I felt the highlight would just bring this look to make it more glowy and beautiful. Now I actually thought it would be a good idea to use the same palette that I used the light transition shade on the eye, and I just took two of the other shades for a blush. Any blush will work as long as it's more of a rosy, pinky shade, whatever suits you. I just found this paired beautifully with the gold and yellow eye. So now taking a small blending brush, I just took that deep shade and I blended it under my eye to marry the whole look together. Now taking the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, I'm just applying some mascara as I usually would because it's just beautiful. I just love this mascara so much. I would recommend 100%. I accidentally got some mascara on my nose, but don't worry, just leave it there if you do get something like that on, and we'll take care of it later. So I was just showing you a few examples of what kind of lips you could do. Now, what I chose to do originally was a neon orange look. Like, I was going for it. So I put on this neon orange, and then I put on top a gloss that was more of a lip stain to ensure it would stay on all night. Now I actually ended up switching out into a more nude shade. You could go for a red with this, you could go for a purple, you could go for whatever kind of look you'd like to. You can amplify it whatever you want. You can even just go for a simple nude or even a lip balm, whatever. So I even wanted to go all the way for it. So I went to apply some lashes. So I applied the lash glue. Quick tip for lash glue and lashes application, I would suggest that make sure that you at least wait 10 seconds for your eyelash glue to get tacky and then apply it to your eyes. It'll make it so that it doesn't smear all over your eyelid and create a big mess. So now we're done with the look, and I'm so happy that you guys joined me. I hope you recreate this look, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you all later very soon, I hope, and watch out for my next video. Oh, one thing I did do, I had this pimple and I wanted to cover it up, so since I was being extra, I added a little bit of a black dot. So, bye, love you guys.